Life is a stage where the consumers are the performers. Almost all retail shopping environments have a particular theme that creates a particular atmosphere, sort of like a fantasy realm, and this new realm draws the spectator's eyes. Due to the uniqueness of the setting, the observers soon discover themselves inside the store and transform the consumer into performers. As shoppers, people tend to behave a certain way based on how the stage is set up. For instance, people tend to dress formal in upscale restaurants. Therefore, people act and dress in a certain way because of the theater's props, layouts of the architecture, and the performers. A perfect example of the stage manipulating the consumer is Japan's leading clothing company, Uniqlo. To understand the structure of the store, we must first look back at the history of Uniqlo. Uniqlo used to be a men's clothing store that was originally called Ogori Shoji and was founded by the father of fast retailing, President Tadashi, in 1949. The company then started to expand mainly in Western Japan, and Ogori Shoji changed their name to Uniqlo in 1991. The name Uniqlo is a combination between unique and clothing. In 1998, Uniqlo wanted to produce high-quality fleece wear for a reasonable price, 1900 yen, which is about 22 US dollars. The fleece offers a rainbow of colors, which draws the attention of the spectator's eyes, and at the Uniqlo store in Harajuku, Japan, the first floor is devoted to the fleece. In 1998, Uniqlo's fleece outfit came in 15 colors. By 2000, it had 51 shades. Uniqlo has created the trend of being new and current. In 2001, Uniqlo had successfully opened its first overseas stores in London and has since expanded into China, Korea, Taiwan, France, Hong Kong, Russia, and ultimately making its way to America in 2006. By comprehending the history of Uniqlo, one will get an insight of the store's marketing system, but in order to get a better understanding of the theater, one must acknowledge the designer and architect's intention. The designer and architect for Manhattan's Uniqlo on Fifth Avenue, Masamichi Katayama, had been working with Uniqlo since 2006. Katayama's designs for Uniqlo have created a unique engagement with consumers and passerbys by constructing the entrance almost entirely out of glass. The windows give a unique approach for the consumers to be drawn by the colorful products and an innovative transparent view into the store. As the customers walk into the store, the first thing he or she will see is the huge escalator that will lead them to the third floor. The third floor is larger than the first and second floor, so not only does it provide space for more products, but it also creates a unique customer flow through the layout of the store, which increases their potential purchasing of products. The escalator was intentional because the architecture was designed so that the consumers are almost forced to look at all the products to increase sales. Each floor is divided by glass walls to create sections of merchandise. The glass walls were purposely placed because it gave the store more dimension and creates an house of glass and mirrors, which gives the consumers the opportunity to look at almost all the merchandise. As you ride on the escalator to the third level at Uniqlo, you see open spaces divided by transparent walls of glass, large special hallways that are not defined by strict borders, and comfortable lighting gives off a welcoming and friendly environment. The merchandise is not only placed in designated sections that are viewable and transparent from almost any angle, but they are also placed on shelves and tables along all the hallways and walkways, giving the consumer easy access to the products with accessibility to feel and touch the texture of their merchandise. The design and layout puts the consumer at ease with different special hallways and sections that guide them to all different merchandise and create a sense of trust and comfort toward the consumer and store. Keeping with a modern sense of design and transparency, Uniqlo also incorporates a futuristic aspect in their design that correlates to a lot of their high-tech merchandise, as in the case of their heat-tech clothing and undergarments. This high-tech lightweight design is state-of-the-art technology in keeping warmth and at the same time providing comfort for the customer. Most of these heat-tech products were located in the futuristic designed hallways that connect the larger, more spatial parts of the Uniqlo at Fifth Avenue. In these narrower hallways, we see right away there are large mirrors encased on the walls and on the ceilings as if to showcase the merchandise even more to the consumer. The high-tech clothing design and the futuristic design of the actual space it occupies has a relationship which cannot be overlooked when entering. This high-tech clothing mimics the layout with modern and futuristic elements. Displayed on the walls are products with mannequins placed in the center, giving the consumer the ability to preview the merchandise. Not only does Uniqlo have a very modern design, but they are also able to infuse a traditional aspect into their store. This is the case with their demonstrations of traditional Japanese packaging and wrapping called furoshiki. Not only is the consumer able to watch, but on the sides of the table are instructions on how to perform this technique on your own. This engages the customer with the store and gives you a sense of inclusive participation. On the third floor is an area where you can have your items wrapped and packaged in the traditional Japanese method. In this short clip, you will see a demonstration of furoshiki. Uniqlo's employees serve as their frontline actors because the workers have a certain style and they perform a certain role. Keeping with the theme of being friendly and welcoming, all the employees smile at the customers as soon as he or she walks in. They have a greeter. Some employees' roles were to enhance the sale of a product by waving around the product. Each employee has a survey card where it must be filled out to show how well they did on their performance in Uniqlo. There is a special dress code the workers have to follow. They have to wear all black along with slimmed down jeans, so they will stand out amongst the vibrancy of the store and transparency of the walls. Another standout feature was the register area. This section was very modern in that it resembled an airport checkout counter, and it is designed to swiftly ring up customers. They were strategically placed so that once consumers were finished, they would easily access the exit escalator. Uniqlo's retail environment creates a very open and welcoming, transparent atmosphere that has a positive and relaxing, trusting effect on the consumer upon entering the store. The glass walls and open spaced layouts tells the consumer that there is an accessibility to all the merchandise and showcases all their products, at the same time with no obstruction or blocking of any kind. They are encompassing a futuristic high-tech theme and design with the store and their products, yet they still bring traditional Japanese culture into the consumer's environment. At Uniqlo, there is a very warm sense in the design of the stage that transformed the consumer's experience. The combination of culture, visual aesthetics, architecture, and product layout created an inclusive relationship with the consumer and simultaneously entices the same consumer to purchase as much as it can visually take in. In the end, Uniqlo connects the performer to the stage, and that stage is Uniqlo.